Welcome to Joa Fitness Health Wellness Video Podcast, a space to ignite your day through positive conversations. We bring people that have created excellence in their life, sharing high vibration in their reawakening path.
Hi, hello, my friends. It's Friday. My name is Joa Rivas, and welcome to the Back into Alignment podcast. This podcast, it was designed from 2018 to help you to understand your back pain, your spinal issue that it may be affecting you right now, or perhaps yesterday. You never know. With the back, you never know how you're going to wake up. Sometimes we pull muscles out of nowhere. Sometimes we actually have a congenital issue like myself. My name is Joa Rivas. I am a yoga and Pilates teacher. And if you've been following my channel, you know that I used to have scoliosis with chronic back pain for 10 years. And this was diagnosed when I was 15 years old. Scoliosis is just disruption of the spine in a way that is deviated to one side or the other. In my diagnosis, I had dextroscoliosis, which is a spine towards the right. And basically, this created a lot of imbalances in my body. And not only that, it was actually putting a lot of pressure in my entire spine. Sometimes it was on the neck, sometimes in the middle of the spine, sometimes in my lower back. And after 10 years practicing yoga and Pilates, my body rejuvenated by itself. And also I had so many therapies with so many professionals, including physiotherapists, orthopedics. I tried chiropractors, massage therapists, many therapies. And all the importance of the channel is actually to understand that we need to know our body and we need to become aware of our posture. And this is not something that is a band-aid. It's something that we need to take our responsibility to find our own solution. Today, I wanted to talk to you in this series, which I normally have an expert that I invite. The expert is usually a doctor, and I have all these questions that I ask. But the last topic, I actually introduced myself as the host and also as the speaker on this series, which I am actually sharing my journey with you. I had this idea because it's been 4 years when I'm actually interviewing people, and I never had really the chance to actually share my knowledge actually with you guys. So I'm here sharing with you what I have learned as a yoga Pilates teacher. I also became a brain coach, performance certified by the Posture Pro School in Canada. And I'm continue practicing. I'm also a Thai massage therapist from 2013. So I'm all about posture, and this is the channel for you. And I just welcome you with my big arms to hug you and to give you the platform where you can actually ask questions. You can actually hear many stories and solutions that can help you perhaps to be better and to find a way to understand the underlying issue of your back pain. And as I go through the journey, I love to write. I write thoughts about mindfulness practices like meditation. I teach meditation for the past 12 years, and it has helped me so much to deal with emotional states that sometimes are hard, like through pandemic. It helped me a lot to manage the isolation. It helped me a lot to go through grief when I have passed through the loss of very close friends and family members. It has helped me so much. So today, I actually, after all this long introduction, I wanted to say hi to you, just as so you know more about me, and also to bring some of the updates. This week, I actually published one article that it was called "How to Deal with the Neck Pain," how to deal with that neck pain that can be affecting you right now. If you are sitting, as you hear this podcast, if you're sitting and perhaps you're feeling neck pain, trapezius pain, it's okay. I understand you. I feel you. And actually, if I look into my left, into my right, I actually feel more pain on my right. I don't know about you. Like, I welcome you to feel your body now, very raw and authentically. Just try now. Where do you feel? If you turn your left ear on the left shoulder or the right ear on the right shoulder, left, right. Do you feel that one of the sides is tighter? In my case, my left side is tight, the right side is tighter. So that's what happens to me right now. You know, you can always assess your body constantly. So when I wrote this article, I wrote an article very similar in 2016. And I actually posted in the Oxygen magazine of Australia. And I kind of came back into similar topic, but now bringing some light into the pandemic, which actually affect us so much, especially in our neck, because most of the work moved remotely. So if you used to work in the office, you used to commute, but with all the isolation and all the restrictions, it pushed a lot of the companies to bring the employees into remote positions. And this created a lot of issues on the spine because many of us, we don't have proper ergonomic offices. Sometimes we just figure the way to make it possible. So perhaps you have your computer in your kitchen table. Perhaps you're using a Swiss ball to sit. So that could be one option. Or perhaps you're just standing and you use your desk, like a bookshelf as a desk. So all these things can affect us. And mostly now, to be honest, especially for everyone, including our kids and young generation, the smartphones, they're not that smart. When we actually create so much tension on our spine, it creates so much debilitation in our spine that it can actually affect your vagus nerve and it can actually affect your lung capacity. And beyond that, it will affect your performance and productivity at work or at any executive brain activity that requires to be connected to our brain. So as I study from the brain coach performance program from the Posture Pro, I got so inspired to be studying writing more about the neck and how we deposit so much stress in our neck and in our chin. And even now you can feel, if you bring your hands by the side of your jaw, there are like two dots in that area, the masseter. And you may feel like a lot of tension, and I will actually invite you to massage that area, massage the masseter, which is those two, the pokey area by the jaw, those lines that are around, it gets really tight. So give a massage by compressing with your index those areas for about 30 to 40 seconds. And it's very interesting. Part of my article, I actually refer to the studies that says that the one rule of thumb is that for every inch that the head is held forward in poor posture, for every inch, an additional 10 pounds of weight is felt on the cervical spine. So this is actually alarming to imagine that every inch that your head is forward will actually add 10 pounds of your weight in the spine. So considering that your head is normally about 12 pounds of weight, this is about 8% of your body mass, it could be a serious problem to be putting so much tension around your neck, because your neck is attached to your spine, your cervical. It could actually decrease the flow of blood around your spine, and also can actually even compress your vagus nerve and can even create some impingement on your nerve attached from your cervical to your fingers. So coming into this one, they call it the sitting is the new smoking. And smoking, the fact that it's a very dangerous practice to be sitting for too many hours, because your body becomes static and it creates a lot of metabolic issues for our body, not only for like what we see with our spine, but actually internally, right? We create a lot of issues. And not even talking about when we're walking with high heels and improper shoes, or like fashion shoes, high heels, pointy toes, where our toes are constricted. So there is a lot of issues that we can create with what we use in our daily activity. So we need to pay attention, especially with this article. I'm bringing some attention into our neck position. And I also invite you to do some chin tucks. Basically, chin tucks is basically bring your chin into your chest. And with awareness, you can actually take deep breath in through the nose and bring your chin into your chest, and then elongate it and bring it one more time. Inhale and chin to your chest. You can practice this one more time, like 1 minute, perhaps before lunch, or you can do breaks in between work while you're practicing this reactivation and stimulation of your neck position. So very important. I actually wanted to talk about the danger of the forward head posture. The head move forward, shifting the center of the gravity of your body to compensate the upper body drift forward. So your whole body, not only your neck is going to be moving forward and you're going to get a little hunch on the back of your spine, but you also will compensate this with the upper body going backwards. Right? So now you have like a hump that it will be more of a habit, very hard to break after you been learning to be holding the phone, looking forward. You can see all these kids already with poor posture when they still in the development process. To compensate for the upper body, the body shifts the hips and tilt forward. So it creates a tilt in your hips, which also will generate a whole chain of issues on the spine. Over time, forward head posture can lead to muscle imbalances as the body tries to adapt and find efficient ways to hold the head up for a straight ahead vision. So this is actually really crucial if you're actually trying to concentrate when you are working. It's very hard when you're actually having neck pain or when you're actually decreasing the amount of air that is coming to your body. Forward head posture increases the workload for many of the muscles attached to the cervical spine, which creates a lot of tension around the bottom and around your trapezius. Over time, a forward head posture can lead to the muscle imbalances around the hips, as I suggested before, as I commented before. The hips, when you are actually having your hips tilting forward, you will actually deactivate your glutes. So I also invite you to start doing some hip bridges, which I have many hip bridges in my channel to practice. Start practicing some hip bridges and try to become aware of all this position. One of the things that I suggest is to do a couple of exercises between your work. Again, you can check my Instagram channel, which I post every week 2 or 3 stretches that you can actually perform when you are working in the computer. Just take a short break of 2-3 minutes, and you can treat the neck pain naturally also with massages. I also recommend you to give yourself a little pamper time with massages. You can either pay somebody to do it for you, or perhaps do yourself some like trigger points if you can, especially around the back of your skull. There are 2 points that really, it feels amazing when you touch them and you decompress them. You can also apply heat around your neck. Applying heat could be with a heated pad, or you can get an electrical pillow that also will help you a lot. And of course, like the most important is to actually become aware of your breathing. Breathing is very important. So try to do deep breath at the beginning of the day. I normally practice meditation as soon as I wake up at 5:30 in the morning. I do my meditation for 25 minutes. I practice my different type of breathing for 25 minutes. I do a little bit of chanting. And it's actually really interesting when you do this chanting, humming, or singing, it will actually stimulate your vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is attached from the bottom of the skull to the spine. It's actually super interesting how this vagus nerve that goes in front of your chest down to your belly, it can actually affect you in creation of depression or anxiety or panic attacks, because you are compressing the nerve. So actually when you're singing, humming, you're actually toning this nerve, which is actually really interesting. Now, if the pain persists, your neck pain persists and irradiates down to your arms and you feel pain like pin and needles around your arms, I will advise you to seek professional aid as a regular doctor, you can just visit a specialist. You can perhaps go and get an MRI. It's very important, an MRI if you can, but at least start getting an ultrasound and an X-ray to see. The last tip for this short talk about the last article that I wrote about the neck pain is that make sure that when you sleep, you have proper pillow, because if your pillow is too soft or too hard, or is definitely creating imbalance in the spine, it could actually affect you. Remember that we sleep third part of our life, so about 7-8 hours we're sleeping. Make sure you have a proper pillow when you sleep. I normally have a pillow that it just is most like the level of my shoulder. I sleep sideways, so I hold one pillow between my legs and one pillow on top of my arm. So I have one between my arms, I have one between my legs, and sideways. And that's the way as I normally sleep. So far, the pillow is okay. Try to change your pillow every 2 years. And about clenching your teeth, I will also invite you to check a doctor that you have available, a dentist. There's some dentists that do tongue tie release, and some doctors actually can check about clenching and what is happening. Some of the doctors can apply techniques to release the clenching, and you can avoid warning off your teeth. Many times when we are sleeping, we're clenching our teeth. It can affect our jaw, and beyond that can affect the position of our neck, which will affect the lung capacity. So this is all a chain and cascade of actions that can be detrimental for our body. So the last thing is try Reiki. Reiki is actually great to open up your energy if you have any blockage of energy, especially in your throat chakra. So the throat chakra, which is the fifth chakra, is actually located around your neck and around the collarbone, and is related to the thyroid gland, but it's related to communication. So if you actually more speaking your truth, if you actually shy, if you are not expressing your ideas, this can definitely be very hard in your body, as we are a holistic body where we are not only a physical body, we're also emotional and a spiritual body. We have to release this guilt and blame and open to speak your truth and to express yourself fully to the maximum, so you can actually release any tension around the neck. So, well, my friends, I hope all these shed some light in your day. If you find any of the tips useful and you actually practicing them now, please send me in the comments which practice you find the most beneficial for you. And if you find one that I never mentioned, please write it in the comments. Also, I invite your friends to watch and hear this message. If you think you have a friend that is having neck pain and shoulder pain, and you find that they could get benefits from listening to this, please share it with them. Remember that at the end, we're all in the same vortex. We're here to support each other, especially coming from somebody like me that had scoliosis. And I actually, last week, I was diagnosed with arthritis in my lower back. It brings so much awareness to my body that this is a journey that doesn't have an end. It's a journey that it only requires awareness. I try not to put so much pressure thinking that now I am diagnosed with arthritis. I'm just trying to understand how to treat it. I also have tendinosis in my hip generated by the arthritis. I actually just found out about that last week. And I'm just actually telling you to know that it's actually not easy even for me. When you see the pictures and my videos in my Instagram, you may think that, oh, that girl has it all together, but it's actually not. I'm still working around my scoliosis, and now I just find about this issue that is actually affecting my spine again after more than 15 years, 20 years. I was diagnosed with scoliosis at 15. Now I'm 37 and I'm diagnosed with arthritis. I really don't understand why, because I eat really healthy. I don't drink alcohol, just little sometimes, occasionally. So really don't understand, but I guess it's part of my genetics. I'm trying my best. So I just being very honest with you that this journey is where we can share and speak the truth and being being accountable, to know that you're not alone. The last thing before I go, I wanted to invite you to my channel, Joa Fitness, and also to all my articles that I write. And I do have now a 7-day body brain connection where I invite you to practice eye exercises, jaw, teeth, activation of your jaw, and also singing and humming. This is a 7-day practice of brain body connection. It's an intro of the program, of the 4-month program. And I had the idea to start giving little teasers for you guys to see the power of brain body connection. It's not only moving the shoulders and the hips and becoming aware of the limbs, but beyond that, understanding the nerve system that controls everything we do. So thank you so much, my friends. I am excited because it's spring in Toronto, and I'm a Venezuelan woman, so I love the hot weather. And after this call, I'm going to go outside to walk close to the water in the lake. And I'm just going to do my earthing, walking barefoot. I love to walk barefoot and connect to the earth, and taking a little break from work. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all your messages. And I'm excited for you to try the 7-day brain body connection. If you want to get into the waiting list for this program, please send me your email. You can write it down on the comments. You can reach to me on any of the channels. And remember to subscribe to the channel so you can get notifications of every Friday that we get an interview with some professionals in healthcare, or even a conversation like today that we had. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful weekend. Enjoy this month of June. Thank you.
We invite you to subscribe to this channel and share with your community. Please leave comments below, and if you like the episode, click the like button. Have a beautiful day.